What is going on, everybody? Good afternoon, y'all. Welcome to another live edition of S.A.D, something about Dynamite, here on the Around the Point Network. It is Thursday, May 18th, 2023. What is going on, everyone? I hope everyone's having a wonderful day and looking forward to the weekend that is upon us. But I'm doing good, man. I hope you guys are doing good. What's going on here? We got the gang here. We got me. I am that Peruvian Fight TV extraordinaire. I am Steve. We got Big Mike. What's going on, Big Mike?
Chilling.
Chilling, bro. Okay. And joining us, what the hell? There you are. We got Caden. What's going on, Caden?
What's up, guys? I have returned from AEW Dynamite. I returned a while ago, but
you've been back hours ago. You make it seem like you just got back home right now.
yeah, I just got home. Maybe I spent the night at the arena. Who knows?
Okay.
6th Street in Austin. You can always have a great time down there.
I'm not aware, but I'm pretty sure that's true. I'm pretty sure that is I'm pretty sure it's true. But what is going again? If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. All right, hit that bell notification to be notified when we go live every single day here on the Around the Point Network. Before I go any further, I do want to make a couple of announcements. Today. Yeah, literally, we're packing some punches today here. So first and foremost, Around the Point. No. We'll get to yours in a bit.
Steve, I'm just saying one of them needs to be saved till later because of the pacing of the show.
Well, we'll get there.
You know which one.
Fair enough. First and foremost, Around the Point Network finally has a Twitter after people asking Caden about this said Twitter. We finally have a Twitter. Yes, we do, ladies and gentlemen. You can follow Around the Point Network on the Twitter over at AT Point Network. That's at AT Point Network. That is our official Twitter handle for the Around the Point Network. Actually, if you are on the stream right now watching on YouTube, the link is down below in the description box. Please hit the follow button. We're trying to get that growing too, interacting. We'll be tweeting throughout the shows and all that fun stuff. Try to get that growing, guys. It's, again, long overdue, but we finally have an Around the Point Network Twitter handle. Isn't that great, guys? Isn't that great? Big Mike, isn't that great, man?
Yeah, finally.
Caden, aren't you excited, bro? We finally got a Twitter, man. And I think he just went away. Goddamn, he just went away. But yeah, follow us there at AT Point Network over on Twitter. Announcement number 2. Now, I did say on the Raw Rundown that we are doing a live show from Las Vegas. And yes, we are. However, I did, and this is my bad. Okay? I'm not perfect here. On the timing of the show, we are still doing a live show from Las Vegas, but it's not going to be at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. We are doing the live Around the Point, live from Las Vegas. Same date, May 26, 2023, at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. That is the timing of Around the Point Network live from Las Vegas. Myself, Walter, Chase, maybe Caden. Who knows?
I'll be there.
Maybe you might.
No. I will. No. I will be there.
You might.
No, it's not. It's not might. We confirmed that. I will be there.
You might. Who knows? I don't know. But that's what's going down. Listen, we even adjusted Gordon Ramsay. We had to speak to hey Gordon, man. Listen, we need to get this. We need to get there earlier than usual. And you know what Gordon told me when I told him this?
Listen. Fuck up. Get out.
Yeah, he literally told me to get out. I shit you not. He literally told me to get out. But that's what's going down on May 26, 2023. Around the Point, live from Las Vegas. From the some would say beautiful. Again, it's the first time I'm going there. Okay, keep that in mind. In the said building, listen,
Excalibur's all right.
Listen, nighttime it looks nice, but I feel like I'm in Duelist Kingdom. Okay, but
At nighttime it looks worse.
Hey, listen, it is what it is.
I mean, I guess it does look nice. You block out all the dust.
I guess so. Also, announcement number three. And upon thinking about this for a minute, I don't know why he removed himself from camera. I don't know why. He been asking for this. And you know what? Sometimes I'm way too generous, yo. I'm way too generous sometimes, yo. I don't even do this for my own child if I even had one, okay? I don't even, damn, yo. Giving this kid so many opportunities. Even though he could be my little pain that you know what at times. But this Saturday, I can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth. Pause. This Saturday.
It wasn't even that wasn't that much of a pause.
Just in case. Covering all bases here. This Saturday, here on the channel, Caden is going live for 12 hours. Watching vintage WWF, WCW, and hell, even ECW matches from back in the day.
There will be some WWE in there a little bit, but
listen, there'll be a little bit of everything. Retro back in the day. It can be anything. Hell, some would say what happened at Backlash was back in the day because it already happened. You just never know.
There can literally be any year on this. Because even now, there's still a lot of stuff I've missed a lot in the last 2 years. So
aren't you excited, man? Aren't you excited about this, bro?
Yeah,
Look,
this is gonna be a fun stream, especially for people who I will say this idea, credit to Romeo for this one. I wanted to do something for a 12-hour stream. Hopefully I can build my way up to do a 24-hour someday. But I wanted to do a long stream.
Baby steps, kid. Baby steps.
Came from him. We had been talking about matches that I'd never seen, and he said you should probably just do it on a watch along, get the reactions. So we're gonna do that on Saturday.
Now I don't know who's gonna be on. I'll be on likely during the Devil's hours, but you never know who will pop in. You'll never know. Surprises I feel like are expected, right, Caden?
Yeah, I might be I was gonna do 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. I might be shifting just a little bit. I might do a little later in the maybe a 2 p.m. Eastern instead, just to accommodate for people's times a little easier, because people are gonna more likely I'll get people joining in the evening and later, especially as you're reaching, like Steve said, the Devil's hours, 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. That's when I'll get him and probably Walter. I'll get them around that time. So I might be I think I might do a 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. instead.
We'll see. Okay, but I look forward to that, man. I look forward to it. Better not let me down, man. Better not let me down. Who knows? If this goes great, bro, you might get, reinstated, man. You might get your privileges returned back to you, man. You'll be
I'm gonna need the privileges back on Saturday for this.
Well, I don't know about that. But also another announcement tomorrow, around the point, 10 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be going live talking about the big announcement that our boy Tony Khan, our investor here on Around the Point, made regarding AEW Saturday Night Collision, right? And all the news that happened from the upfronts from yesterday. We're talking about that and much more tomorrow on Around the Point, 10 p.m. Look at that. I even got the thumbnail set up. Holy shit. Look at that, yo. He looks happy.
It's actually a pretty good thumbnail.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Kate. It means I appreciate that. When I'm motivated, yo, I just, and we got one more surprise. We'll get into that later on. In this there's a surprise, yeah.
If you follow me on Twitter, it's not a surprise anymore, but a lot of these people don't follow me.
We got Safet, Bear about damn time from Romeo. Oh,
Did
Bear,
you really read the Bear?
Hey, listen. We had to make a deal, man. You got to make a deal, man. I mean, the deal was reached, and you know what? He handed over the key to the Twitter kingdom. So, all right, man, say less, bro.
No, Steve, you wasn't supposed to read the bear. That
Well,
was like an insinuation.
I know. Still,
Steve's the type of person to get a movie script, and when it says his
2 p.m.
lines, and then in parentheses it says "look in the camera sad," he reads "look in the camera sad."
I would. I actually would, believe it or not.
What can we put anything on a teleprompter and Steve will read it?
No.
Yeah, he's our Charles Barkley.
I was
You
gonna
can
say
put
Ron
"I'm a
Burgundy.
dumbass" on the. You can put "I'm a dumbass" on the thing, and he'll read it.
See, I could probably do his voice. I think Chase probably could do it.
Oh, and we're not gonna have you do Charles Barkley's voice. You're falling into a trap there, Steve.
My boy, Mbappe. That's all I remember him saying during
Steve,
the World Cup.
you're setting up so many things.
That's where it ends. That's where it ends, ladies and gentlemen. So AEW Dynamite last night, live from Austin, Texas. Caden was there, man. Caden had a blast. Had a time of his life, man.
That was terrible.
That was terrible. I'm not showing up. That was terrible. But Caden, how was it, man? How was the live experience at AEW Dynamite? Different or better than the ones that you previously have attended?
Well, AEW Dynamite inside Austin city limits for the first time ever at the brand new Moody Center, University of Texas at Austin. They typically run the HEB Center up in Cedar Park, where I'm actually at. It's like 10 minutes from me. This was a big upgrade. HEB Center holds a 7,000 seat capacity, whereas the Moody, it listed at 15,000. I was told it could actually hold 20,000. It's a pretty big venue. So they upgraded a little bit. I think they sold around maybe a little more than what they normally sell at HEB Center, because they don't go the full 7. They usually do around like 4,500 to 5,000 in their capacity. I think they did around 65 to 7,000. I don't think Russell Tix ever even posted what they did. So it sold well, though. The crowd was extremely hot. It's always going to be a hot crowd in Austin. I got to see it from I was actually up in a suite. Shout out to Seahawk for that one. I was up seeing from above. And yeah, Austin's always one of the best crowds that AEW will ever have. It was a great time.
Were you around by any chance?
I don't know about that, but
Let me ask you this question.
What, Austin being one of the best crowds?
Well, you got to remember, they had to follow, Detroit. Detroit was
Austin's for sure. Like, I think Austin's either like the number 1 or number 2 crowd.
No, I mean, Detroit, delivered
I
a
don't know
lot.
about that.
I have Detroit in the top 5. Detroit hasn't had enough shows for me to put it up enough. Austin's had 6 shows. Each one is hot.
You got a predominantly Southern company, so there you go.
Well, you got to remember, when it comes to the Northeast, there's nothing more magical than the most magical arena in the country, The Rock, the Prudential Center.
That crowd's actually pretty decent.
Beautiful, beautiful building, man. Good parking too. Good parking also. But for me, I thought the show, first hour, yeesh. Second hour, awesome. Will we all agree on that? First hour was kind of rocky first hour, considering, hey, Double or Nothing is literally next Sunday. What I will say, I love that we're getting more matches. They announced more matches for the event. I do know as well that they announced more matches during the Rampage taping, which we're not going to mention here because
we'll mention them. It's fine. Nobody cares.
No.
Let's be respectful.
Just because we don't watch it, don't mean that anybody else is gonna watch it.
All right, 50.
We gotta save it for the twos. The twos watch those.
Yeah, so we'll save those matches that were announced for Monday on Steve's Kitchen. All right, I think it's, or if not, who knows, Kaden? Maybe come Saturday when you're doing the 12-hour watch along, you'll throw them out there. You'll mention it. You know what I mean?
We can mention them on Around the Point. It's like a 6 p.m. Rampage this week.
Fine, we'll mention it on Around the Point. We'll mention it on Around the Point.
Yeah. We can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta respect the twos, Caden. We gotta respect the twos. The twos.
I don't know what Chase is saying. North Carolina. North Carolina's always been bad for AEW.
Los Angeles always fire. That I do.
North Carolina is a great WWE crowd. It's not a good AEW crowd.
I guess. But again, all you guys that are tuning in, and all 12 of y'all, please hit that like button, y'all. Please hit that thumbs up. Let's get this growing, guys. Come on. Come on now. I really would appreciate it. For real, for real. But let's get this underway. Caden, lead the way.
Let's talk about this show that I started on show notes and then got very distracted doing a million other things today. But I do have everything. I just didn't get to personalize it as much as I wanted to. But TNT champion Wardlow kicked off the show. Some like a few notes before we kind of get into everything. They filmed dark matches. They're not like AEW dark, but they like you know how like SmackDown before SmackDown they do the dark matches.
Yeah, main event.
Main events on TV. That was AEW dark.
Yeah, there's no taping. It's just matches.
Yeah. No, they taped. Like they had cameras running. But yeah, it was just I think like Serpentico and Hook. Like Hook had like a 9-minute match with Serpentico, which surprised me. Like it was a fairly long match, but they were good. I missed the other one. I think it was like Willow and Abaddon maybe in a tag match, something like that. I wasn't sitting in my seat.
Abaddon.
Abaddon
this
returned.
Screwed from the joint.
Abaddon,
you know?
They were out for a while with an injury, so they returned last night.
It's good to hear that they're back. Good to hear. Wonderful news.
The show opened with the TNT champion Wardlow coming down into the ring by himself without AA Arn Anderson, saying, "Last week Christian Cage made a lot of promises that I really want to see him follow through with. So here I am. Bring your ass out here and spit in my face." A lot of people have said that to Wardlow before, so it was an ironic statement. Christian Cage and Luchasaurus make their way down to the ring, and then they beat up Wardlow. They hit him with chairs, threw him onto chairs, slammed him into ladders. Sorry, ladders, not chairs, ladders. Threw him on the ladders, slammed him into ladders, beat him with ladders, and then drove Wardlow's skull into the ladder with the kill switch. So this set up a little later in the night. We had Wardlow challenging Christian Cage to a ladder match at AEW Double or Nothing, and saying that he was willing to pull out all the stops and challenge him to that championship match. Different opening segment here. Promo heavy, not typically what AEW does with openings. Mike,
very Fed-like.
I think I already know how you feel, but
very Fed-like.
This is a very WWE segment. Very WWE show.
No, this is a very AEW segment. This crap was terrible. You had Wardlow, and I'm going to put this comment up as I talk. R.I.P. Wardlow. This dude here, his run as TNT champ flatlined that night. Take it off, bag him up, take him to the wrestling morgue. It's over. This dude got
Jover. Is it Jover?
No, it's over. I said it's over.
Not Jover?
No, I don't know what Jover is, but it's over. How
Rap
you call a guy out?
Rap City.
You call a guy out. And yeah, it's 2-on-1, but you would think you can be able to take these guys. It's Christian and it's Luchasaurus.
He can't. Luchasaurus is bigger than him. I wasn't expecting.
It doesn't matter. This dude's slow as dirt. It doesn't matter. You can get rid of Christian easily, and then you can have a one-on-one with him. You get beat up, and then nobody comes to help you. Who was one of the people that was helping him? Well, didn't somebody help him like a couple weeks ago or a week ago?
Arn?
Except for Arn?
No, it's just been Arn.
It's just been Arn?
Yeah, no one else has saved
Old
him.
man Arn Anderson.
See, man, this is just, you have him look terrible. This looked awful. And then the segment afterwards made him look even worse, but we'll get to that. I hated this. It was so bad. I laughed so hard, but it was so bad.
Kill Steven?
For me, I was watching you guys, Big Mike, yourself, and Walter, and Romeo, and Josh over on Elite Heat, which was very great also. Let me just point that out. I think Romeo said this during the watch along. That should have not opened the show. That should have been placed in the middle of the show, which I agree with. Yeah. This was terrible. What I will say, though, the only positive thing out of all this, that we got a match for Double or Nothing. You're adding matches, stipulation matches. I'll take it. But that being said, this is doing Wardlow no favors whatsoever. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing?
Terrible.
Hey, Tony, come on. Did Tony Khan take the book from QT Marshall while QT was, serving his coffee or something? Is that what happened?
No, he spilled coffee on his booking calendar, and he had to book this on the fly. And this is what we got.
This is terrible, man. This
Terrible.
What about spilled coffee?
This is the night where Tony Khan spilled coffee on his booking calendar.
Yes,
This had to have been the night.
Oh, no.
His light and sweet, buddy, light and sweet.
That's not what happened. I know more about the booking of the show.
I don't care about about the specifics. Let's just have our fun.
Oh, I can't talk about the specifics.
I don't care to know that you know. That's all I know. That's all I care about.
Don't mention it. Don't mention it. You know
yeah,
it.
Just don't mention it.
Don't
Keep
tell
it
us
to
that
yourself.
You can't tell it, but you're gonna say that you know. It doesn't work that way, buddy.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
He didn't spill coffee. I think that this was just a bad decision to open. It felt like
It was
weird. Like you have 45 minutes until you're really kicking into this NBA game, right? You have the game starts at 7, I'll say Eastern time. Game starts at 8:30. You're not really going to worry about it until 8:45. That's when people are mainly going to actually start tuning in and getting into it. The tip off, you're going to have all the pregame stuff done. And that's why you what should you do, right? You stack up 45 minutes of your show. You put your best stuff early. You maximize all the ratings you can. And then you put your worst stuff later as you're going against the NBA. You're going against Vanderpump Rules finale, which drew a 0.8 in the ratings, destroyed the ratings. I don't know what's going on with Lisa Vanderpump, but her show is doing real good. But that's what you should do. And we're going to get into more of the show and more of how they just didn't lay any, they put all of their best stuff up against the NBA playoffs, which is not what you should do. You should do it the opposite. Put your best stuff when there's no competition, and then put you want to put 1 or 2 good segments up against the playoffs to make sure your ratings stay heavy. But when you can maximize on any ratings, you don't want to put your worst stuff out there.
Yeah, this was a very, very, very.
Not saying that. Come on, Romeo. We don't use those derogatory terms.
Don't even highlight it.
No, what are you doing? You already have people in the comments saying that you hate women, and you highlight that.
I didn't read it though.
All right. How do you click something and you don't read it? Come on now.
But sorry, I read it in my mind. Okay.
You read it in your mind?
He means that he didn't read it out loud, so therefore he's not in trouble.
It's like it's like that episode of SpongeBob. At least I'm safe inside my mind.
All right, you put on the worst 40 minutes ever.
I don't think it's the worst 40 minutes ever.
No.
Definitely not. It's
You start
not.
You start off with no. Let me talk. You put on that first segment. It was a downhill spiral from there.
I disagree.
And then because you were there, it's different. You put on it goes on a downhill spiral, and then it didn't pick up until the women's match. The women's match saved the first hour.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought a women's segment
saved the first hour? Literally, it was like boom, 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 terrible. I was like, what are we watching right now? And then the women's match happened. Great stuff. And in that second hour,
but that first 45 minutes, brutal.
Garbage television.
Brutal.
I thought that there was one highlight in that first 45 minutes. I actually didn't even think the Christian Cage Wardlow segment was that bad. I thought in a vacuum the segment was fine.
You need to clean them glasses, Dan.
I'm gonna take a guess here.
No, Mike, tell me about that segment specifically in a vacuum, taking out all the feelings we have about Wardlow.
Hold on, let me hear.
Y'all don't like Wardlow here. What?
No, it's not that we don't.
Bad about the segment.
No. It's not that we like Wardlow. It's just they put him in such stupid situations. It forces us to not like him. It forces us to not like him. It's like they build him up just a little bit, and then when they get comfortable, it's like boom, they hit like something that takes him down, and then it's just downward from there. And this is happening again. It wouldn't be surprised me if Christian beat him. And then he books him in a match where it's Christian's advantage.
But Mike,
not only you get beat up, but he get beat up so much he said, "Hey, ice pack removed from skull that has no brain. Ladder match." What?
But Mike, he wants to beat him in his own. It's something that would benefit him. That's what it is. He wants to beat him in his own.
He wants to beat him in his own game.
Even if he beats him, I don't care.
Listen, like I said before, what I'm happy about is that they're adding matches to the show for next Sunday.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that I'll say that was great about it. Other than that, they are doing Wardlow no favor. It's a match. You know what it is?
Disservice.
It's crazy that I know Chase said this before, and he was there last year, and how everyone was in support of Wardlow. How everyone was just, it looked like, okay, Wardlow's gonna be something, right, for AEW. How could they mess this up? And here we are a year later going back to the same building. And it's like, bro, they cut your hair and you just lose everything, bro. I don't even know what the fuck this is. Again, I know we joke around that, his protein shake. Could it be that he's taking a sip out of the whole Feast protein shake from Liver King? I don't fucking know, bro. He needs something, bro. He needs something, man. And again, there's a big possibility, man. Like you just said, there's a possibility that Wardlow could lose. Well, he doesn't get pinned.
He should lose. I think he should lose to Christian.
Yeah, I mean, because if you think about it, like Steve said, it's a way for him to lose where he doesn't get pinned. Yep. So no disqualification. So Luchasaurus can be in this as long as he wants, as much as he wants, unless Arn digs up his son from wherever, and he gets his tag team partner.
Whoa, Mike!
What? What?
Did nobody catch what you just said?
I'm talking about Brock.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the. Okay.
Well, he has a dead son that I don't know about.
Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry. Poor choice of words. Didn't even know because I don't care about Arn Anderson's life.
Whoa, Mike! Come on, Mike! No, I'm kidding.
Move on.
Move on. Yeah.
Move on.
The next segment we had here was AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy and one of the men who will be taking on MJF and the rest of the Pillars at Double or Nothing in the main event. Took on the team of Big Bill and Lee Moriarty. This was, I think they did this over the weekend at one of the House Rules shows. So they ran it back. I guess it got good reactions. And yeah, like a good tag team match here to show off Orange Cassidy and Darby, getting Darby a good win here going into the match, especially taking down a guy like Big Bill and a very good technical worker like Lee Moriarty. I thought that this was the only highlight in the first 45 minutes. Steve, how'd you feel?
What the fuck are we doing with Darby Allin right now? This man's in a world title match, literally this next Sunday. Listen, he got the win, which is fine. It makes sense. You want to give him momentum, but why are we putting him in this meaningless tag team match? Oh, because it looks so good on the house show.
Right.
It looks so great in front of 280 people, man. We got to do it here. And I'm fully aware the Fed does the same thing before they start any program with anybody. They'll put them on the house show loops to see if they connect. I get that too.
Right, but they don't put it on the dang show unless it works.
We just can't put it on the fly. And
right.
Again, the pattern of it just doesn't make sense. And we'll get into it later on with Sammy Guevara. the suburb tough guy. But nonetheless, Darby got his win. And yeah, I mean, it gives him momentum. That's all I can say about it. He has momentum going in.
I mean, Tony Khan had his heart in the right place. Showcased the 3 of the 4 pillars. The execution just wasn't there. Except for one match.
A good match. I'm sorry.
Except for the one match. No, it's just you put a random tag team match. It's like, who else is gonna know unless you went to the show that Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, Big Bill, and Lee Moriarty was on a house show. But they had a good match. Who else is going to know that?
That's not I think the point of why I brought up the house show part is that they tested it. They saw this was a match that they thought was good, and they did it on TV because it worked well. And I believe that this was a good match. These 4 guys had a good match here.
Yeah, but it's so random. It's so random because
it is a random pairing. It is a random pairing.
Yeah, it's so random. It's like, okay, cool. You get Darby and Orange on the team. 2 great workers up against another 2 pair of great workers. It is basic. It's forgettable. Plus, you're trying to heat up a person for a world title match with nobody else in the match is equal to. It's like normally when these tag team matches happen with guys in world title pictures, somebody in the match is a correlation to the match other than the main person. Like even though Orange has the international championship, he's nowhere near the world title picture. He's on his own island, with his title.
The island of
and forget about Big Bill and Lee Moriarty. They can barely get on television. This is a surprise. Huh?
The island of loneliness, basically.
Yeah, the island of loneliness. It's just random. The match was decent, but it was just random.
Up a few weeks ago.
Who?
I think Darby and Orange had a tag match a few weeks ago. It might have been at Trios. It might have been them 2 and like Sting.
Do you want to check cage a match or whatever this like?
Yeah, I'll do my little cage match check. But I think they did team up fairly recently. This felt like they were trying to get Darby and Orange in a tag match, not in a tag match, in some sort of match going into the pay-per-view. Which, I mean, we're in pay-per-view week now. Like next, we have one more Dynamite until the pay-per-view, so we're getting there. And it felt like they wanted to get both of them something to kind of heat them up. But on this show, there just wasn't time with like a million other things that they had to do. So that's why they kind of went this route where, they did. Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, and Sting defeated the Butcher, the Blade, and Kip Sabian on Dynamite on March 22nd in Independence, Missouri. And then, Darby and Orange have actually been like consistently teaming up at all the house shows. So this is a consistent thing with them too.
Yeah, but like I said, the only way you'll know that is if you watch the matches on television and go to the house shows.
I mean, if you watched the match on television, you would have known a month ago that they had teamed up.
Well, yeah, but it is hard to retain.
But again, we're gonna remember. Again, I don't remember what I had for lunch 3 days ago. You expect me to remember what happened a month ago with?
Was the Darby? You said it was Darby, Orange, and Sting.
Yeah.
Against Butcher, Blade, and Kip Sabian.
Yeah.
Was there anything specific going on with a feud between them or any one person of each team?
I think that was when, I think that was Orange and Kip were in a feud.
Oof. I don't even remember that.
Kip Sabian.
Yeah, Kip was feuding with Orange for a few weeks. They did like 2 sets of feuds with Kip too. They did one in like December when he brought in Trent Seven.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Oh, we know who Kip is.
It's not even worth playing it for Kip Sabian. Play it for Exodus Prime. What do you
Yeah,
do?
Exodus.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Anywho, I liked the match. Y'all didn't. It's fine. Alex Marvez trying to get a scoop from the Young Bucks. Also, quick little note. Darby did win with the headlock takeover. So that was a nice little reference. I liked that.
At least Big Bill didn't get beat, which it would have been like, oh, really? We're
Lee took the
fucking.
pin. Big Bill can take the pin. It's fine. Alex Marvez trying to get a scoop from the Young Bucks about Kenny Omega's condition. They were then swarmed by the Blackpool Combat Club, and they threw them and their luggage on the cars. The BCC then said that they are the real elite of AEW. And then we threw it over to another backstage interviewer, and this was, we kind of talked about this. This was where we got the announcement of Wardlow taking on Christian Cage in a ladder match at Double or Nothing. I don't think we have anything else to add about that.
No.
Let's move forward, Caden. Come on.
Okay. Renee Paquette backstage with international champion Orange Cassidy and asked him about Kyle Fletcher. Orange said that Kyle Fletcher should find Tony Khan if Kyle wants a match for the international championship. We will revisit that in just a little bit. The Spanish God Sammy Guevara in his home state of Texas taking on Exodus Prime.
What a shitty name. I'm sorry, yo. You go to wrestling school.
It's so funny how you say that after SP3 and Jimmy Macram 3 hours ago said that it's one of their favorite jobber names.
That's, again, the point of the jobber name. But
it's a great name. Exodus Prime is a badass name.
Can you imagine, bro? You're at a wrestling school and your teacher, whatever, tells you come up with a ring name, and they only give you I'm sure an hour or so, and all you come up with is Exodus Prime. What the fuck?
It's a standout name. That's a good name.
That's a shitty name.
That is a
bro.
Badass name, Steve. You're just hating on that one.
That's a shitty name, bro.
You're hating.
I'm sorry, dude. You're not gonna.
You're hating on that one.
It's not. You're not moving no t-shirts, homie. You're not moving no t-shirts.
Yes, you are. You can move some t-shirts with Exodus Prime.
Now with Exodus Prime, buddy.
That is a great.
All right, let's go off the jobber. Let's talk about.
This was a 16-second.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Okay. It was a 16-second match, something like that. And then Sammy cut a face promo saying, I know I'm not perfect. I made a lot of mistakes, but sometimes it takes a few wrong turns to get to the right place. And the right place is Las Vegas on May 28th when I get to shut up all the naysayers. I listen to my heart, and my heart says at Double or Nothing, I will be the new AEW World Champion. He also talked a little bit about being in Austin, working on the independent scenes all up and down Texas, trying to appeal to that home state love there. So got a pretty decent amount of cheers.
I don't know why. Why would we believe you? Where is this even?
It's Texas. That's why.
Oh my God. It's just A, we don't believe you, the watchers at home. B, nobody likes you. C, I'm not buying it. You as a babyface, stop. This is just so terrible. It's just out of nowhere. It's just he flips on a dime because he's at home. Big whoop.
And D, 9 times out of 10, 3 weeks from now, he's going to be a heel again, an asshole heel.
Yeah.
Shitting on the crowd. They'll probably be in Houston and shit on Houston, whatever the hell.
No, you don't even got to wait. You don't even got to wait.
He won't shit on Houston.
You don't even got to wait. It'll probably happen at the pay-per-view.
I think that they just wanted it. I don't know what. Maybe they wanted him as a face coming out of Texas because they knew he was going to get cheered. Do they want all 3 guys as faces going in against Max? Is that the play that they're doing? I guess that's it. They want only one heel in the.
But you don't switch a guy. You don't switch him literally a week before the pay-per-view. This doesn't happen.
I mean, they did.
This is Big Show territory.
It is.
They've been trying to switch him for a few weeks. I will say that it hasn't worked, but they've tried since All Access. I'm not saying again. I think it's bad. I'm saying that they did try.
But you start off with no. You start off with Sammy trying to get an alliance with Maxwell.
No, he didn't. Remember, he didn't want the alliance. He just took the money.
Right, but you still joined. You
Yeah,
still went on with it. The dude kissed your forehead. You're committed. Like you're there. And then the turn, and then you can see it from there. But still, from there, I'm still not believing you because of all the BS. And you're not a likable baby face right now. Like it's hard to force that when you're with the JAS and you cut these promos. It's like we don't believe you yet. It's like you're not even bubbling enough in that territory until you get to your hometown.
Yep.
it was a weird decision.
It really, really was.
His promos also are not good.
They never. They're hit and miss. They're hit and miss.
Probably.
Again, to me,
there's a lot of issues I have with what they've done with Sammy. I've expressed them for so long.
me,
Like,
listen,
this isn't even the worst thing he's done. Like, there's been a lot of worse stuff he's done. I'm like, this isn't even that bad. Like,
it's just ill-timed. It's just ill-timed.
I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. Let's continue.
Next up, we had genuinely the only thing on this show that I actually like really hated. Everything else was like there's stuff I thought was not good. I really hated this segment. Jeff Jarrett, Sanjay Dutt, and Jay Lethal head to the ring. Team TNA. They're jumped by Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. Something good about this segment actually was the bump that that one of the Satin MC took off the stage. That was like the only good thing about this. Besides that, like
Caden hating this.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Okay, I don't know why you needed to cut me off while I'm trying to explain this.
Brother.
You
You
love
hating
cutting
this?
people off.
No, I didn't like this neither. It's just Satnam Singh made it for me.
The Satnam Singh was that was literally the only part about this
He
segment that I
made
like.
the
I
whole
actually
segment.
really like Satnam Singh. I'm really liking him. But like FTR bald rips off the pants of Jay Lethal, and I don't think that was supposed to go the way it did, where like it only ripped off one leg. And I was like, why is Jay Lethal like half naked right now? And then Karen Angle hits FTR hair in the balls, and I think it was FTR hair. And then she's like, really, FTR bald's really confused. And then they hit them with chair. We get a stroke on Dax. We get chair shots. We get Karen Angle now on AEW for some reason.
Karen who?
Oh man, the disrespect.
You heard me. Karen Angle.
Karen Jarrett, buddy. You show some respect to the Queen of the Mountain. What's wrong with
My
you?
whole suite was calling her Karen Angle. We didn't call her Karen Jarrett once.
Well, that's the outlaw section that you were in, calling her Karen. But her real name is Miss.
I don't care.
Karen.
Karen Jarrett, Karen Angle. Who cares? This segment was god awful. This was like the most TNA segment I think I've ever seen in my life. This
That's
was
what we said on the
horrible.
Elite.
So
That is the unanimous opinion.
This was so TNA. All you need was Mike Tenay on commentary, just going off like, "God damn it, Jeff Jarrett, son of a bitch," some shit like that, or Don West, rest in peace.
Mike, any thoughts?
Oh man, you know how I feel. This segment, it's just when they got down to FTR, you can literally see the night and day when they were making the camera cuts. If you've seen it on television, you know what I'm talking about. It's like they cut the Dax. He's just ripping the clothes off of Jay Lethal. You cut the Cash. He's beating the crap out of him. Okay. And he's beating the crap out. It's just night and day. It's like one guy is stripping a guy and one guy is beating up a guy. So it's just like, what are we doing here?
That's a wild statement. That is a wild statement, Mike.
But that's what I saw. That's what I saw, literally.
It's true. When he ripped off the pants, I was like, did he just take off his pants?
Yeah, he's just ripping the clothes off this dude. And this is like, okay, what are we doing? And it's the camera cuts made it funny. And then you got Satnam Singh walking down to the ring like he just did take this hellacious bump off the stage. It's like, dude, you're supposed to be dead right now. Why are you walking back to the ring? And then you got Karen Jarrett getting into the ring looking for a pop. It's like nobody cares about you. Like,
well, don't disrespect Karen Angle like that.
Well, she was looking for something. I'm like, I don't know what you're looking for. You just need to continue doing what you're doing.
I'm in the middle. Oh, wait. I have to enter a comment about why I don't like this show. Ugh. I was trying to rate it a 7 to bring that cage match lower. A 9.01 on this Dynamite. 66 people gave this show a 10. What are y'all smoking in Austin? Like,
That
I
Tony
know
Khan
Austin's
does,
got
man.
good weed, but like,
No.
this segment alone was like this show. Oh, I was so angry about this. I hated every second of it.
Oh,
Steve,
Did Dax get his ear sliced by the guitar? Because he
maybe
was
I don't.
bleeding
I
from
don't
the ear.
know. I don't want to. I don't want to look up anything else about this segment. Steve, you're a TNA lover. You have that nostalgia. You got the nostalgia for these guys for whatever reason. Do you even care about this tag match at Double or Nothing? For some reason, Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal are getting a 4th title match in 5 months.
Well, FTR renewed, right? They renewed their deals already,
They
right?
signed the 4-year contracts.
They're signed a 4-year contracts, right? So the whole mystique of them leaving or not is gone, right? That whole
I mean,
thing
they
is
re-signed
gone.
6 months ago, but
So
yeah.
you know what? I'm excited, man, because you know what? I got a feeling.
They're
I
not
got a.
losing. Team
You never,
TNA is not winning this match.
you never know. Listen, I'll say
Yes, I
this.
do.
Listen. I understand there's a lot of you, a lot of y'all who are not big on Karen Jarrett, and I get it. I understand it. You're well within your right. I'm not gonna be upset at you for that. I will. I think it was also SP3 who said this on Ramble today. Karen Jarrett makes a good heater for that little group.
Yeah.
Look at Katie. Say you know Katie. Oh man, you would have. Oh man, you would have hated watching TNA back in the day, man. Oh man, I could just tell.
The first 45 minutes of the show felt like a TNA fever dream.
Hey man, I don't know. Like you were having a good time over there, man. You were in the sweet life of Katie.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I was having a good time because I was in a suite. Again, like I could have. I was able to do other things instead of I could talk to people instead of watching the show when it sucked.
Right, man. Let's continue. Let's
Which is what I did. I did talk to people instead.
let's continue.
The show got saved by Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Hikaru Shida using new entrance music. I dig that. Taking on the team of Ruby Soho and Tony Storm of the Outcast with Saraya at ringside. This was supposed to be a trios match, including Saraya and Jamie Hayter, the AEW Women's World Champion, Jamie Hayter. But Jamie Hayter did suffer some sort of injury. We're not sure, but it is legit. It's not a work. And yeah, I thought these two teams had a pretty solid tag match here. Ruby Soho got the victory. Was it Ruby or was it Tony who hit? One of them hit the green spray on Britt's eyes when the ref was distracted, and then Tony hit the Storm Zero to get the pinfall victory over Britt Baker.
It was Saraya.
Okay, so Saraya hit I don't know. Someone hit the spray. And this set up Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter, a Double or Nothing, the rematch from Full Gear. They've had 3 other matches in AEW. They faced off for the first time, I think, like almost exactly a year ago. I think it was a little over a year ago, the first match they had in AEW. So, should be a good matchup. I thought this was actually like something a little, like not necessarily very different from what they normally do with the Outcasts, but it was a good win for the Outcasts. Britt can lose here. She'll be okay. She can go blame Thunder Rosa for taking a pin. And it kept Shida strong at least. It was important to make sure that Shida didn't get pinned here and that the Outcast had a victory going in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Steve?
I thought this segment saved the first hour. 100%. Who would have let's be honest, who would have thought, right? Who would have thought that the women would have saved the first hour of the show? Let's be honest here. Well,
I actually like women's wrestling, unlike you.
I respect it. I can appreciate it, right? Remember, I went to the
Mike. You notice how he didn't even say he likes it. He said, "I can appreciate it."
I appreciate it. Like, I have an appreciation for it.
He goes out of his way to not say that he likes women's wrestling.
I respect the likes of a Gail Kim and Awesome Kong.
I respect it. You don't ever say once. I say it, Steve. Say I like women's wrestling.
I like women's wrestling. Yeah.
There you go. You're so reluctant.
But yes, it saved the first hour. But
I agree. I think
And-
Mike. I think Mike felt the same.
And I agree with Safed
yeah,
here.
I do.
That's the Ruby Soho outfit.
I
Steve
wish
is
we
not-
had the clip, but I don't want you to download it because it's only finger looking good, finger looking good. Oh, buddy,
Put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby.
dude, this is just. I am warming up to the Outcasts as a group. They're starting to get their identity. It started out shaky, with a crap feud, something that was taken away from us that we thought we were going to get in Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. It just derailed everything. And then slowly but surely, they get their identity, they get a look, and I'm starting to like it. So they're on the right path. This match was good. Saved the first hour. Love the in-ring action, and it sets up a match at Double or Nothing. I like the promo that she cut to set up the match and make the match official, sort of, kind of. And yeah, it just saved the first hour.
Yes. Agree with
I'm
Mike.
just.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
I was reading something, so I thought y'all had a few more minutes, and I'm just trying to see why people are rating this episode so high. And it literally almost all of them only mention what happened after this match. So
Dude, yeah, everybody was like, "Well, that first hour didn't exist.
Didn't
The
exist,
second
didn't happen.
hour is the whole show."
Yeah.
I mean, that's what
I mean, if you
SVP
do-
said.
if you-
SVP said he gave it
if
an
you
8
tr-
because of the ending.
I'll say this. If you take what happened to the Bucks, that tag team match, even though I thought it was random, and you know what? I'll even keep that TNA segment match. You keep that as comedy value because you got to have comedy somewhere in the show. You keep that, and then you keep this match, and you have the rest of the show. The show's 8.5 out of 10. No joke.
I think even if you keep everything that happened in the 45 minutes, even though like some of it I didn't like, and you shuffle everything and you move things around and you change the pacing a little bit, like the Wardlow segment, if you had that at like, let's say you had it at 9:15, that would have been fine. That's a good 9:15 slot. I can go like,
Yeah.
is it great? No, but that's a good, like, you know what? That buys some time for a little bit. It kills some time here. It still sets up a story, which I'll still rather have that than them just throwing matches together for no reason. It just felt like the 45 minutes, like they threw all of their worst stuff out the window to start off with, which I've never seen them do. They usually I've seen them do the opposite. I've seen them have like an amazing first hour and the worst second hour of all time. Because I think they did that a few months ago where everyone was like, this first hour was great and the second hour was horrible.
Yeah.
But they threw in the towel then. We had
Threw in the towel. You threw in the towel?
No, I said AEW on those first 45 minutes threw in the towel. That was not a good I thought the first 45 minutes were not a good 45 minutes. And now we hit where I actually didn't have a single issue with there's issues I have, but I liked everything in the rest of this show. Renee Paquette backstage again with international champion Orange Cassidy, saying that 20 people went to Tony Khan's office requesting a shot at Orange Cassidy's title at Double or Nothing. Orange said that was a lot of people, but it's Las Vegas. How about we do a blackjack battle royal with all 20 plus him, that's 21, competing for the international title. So we don't have the rules. I could see this being either just a straight up 21-man battle royal or a version of the casino battle royal where he's the Joker. I would like that, actually. I like the casino battle royal template. I would like a little twist on it with the champion being the 21st member because he has the ultimate advantage in it. Kind of like if you did a Royal Rumble for a championship, but the champion enters at number 30. Instead of like what they did with Brock, where Brock entered at number 1, even though that wasn't it was
Roman.
Yeah, 2016 Rumble, where Roman entered at number 1. So I kind of like that.
I think the next year Roman came out at 30.
You know what this means, y'all? Do y'all know what this means?
What? You're getting a battle royal.
Yes! 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 Steve,
Yeah.
you love a battle royal.
You know me, almost.
I'll say this: Walter and Chase move as far away as you can when this battle royal happens.
Come on, man. It's the battle royal, casino battle royal, man.
Can you highlight Romeo's comment? The new one. I don't think that this was Orange Cassidy being a dumb babyface. I think it was him being an overconfident babyface. And that's the whole point of this story, where as he keeps winning, he gets more and more confident that he can continue to win. And now he's saying that he can beat 20 other people because of how confident he is. That it literally is the story of Orange with the international championship. It's a longer version of what Darby did. It's a more drawn out version. So no, I don't think it's dumb babyface syndrome with this one. Wardlow's maybe a little bit. This one, I don't think so. But it'll be good. I'm excited to see who they put in there. Could be a good way to get like
Miro to
some of
win.
those New Japan guys.
I'll say this with the last comments on the battle royal. I agree with Romeo what he said on Elite Heat. He said he pulled the Wesley basically, and they gave it to him. Because, Shawn Michaels wouldn't give him the 10 guys. He was like, I want to face 10 guys. He's like, I can do 5.
Pause.
I can do 5. But
that wasn't a pause, Steve. Come on.
That wasn't a yeah.
He wanted
Stop
10
forcing the
guys.
pause.
Get your mind out of the gutter. AEW CEO, General Manager Tony Khan made a I don't know why the website says massive announcement. It was a massive elaboration, according to Excalibur. And they gave us, I got to pull up this.
Did you
email.
really say that? I really wasn't listening.
Excalibur was about to, I think Excalibur was about to say announcement. And then they said, no, it's not an announcement. It's an elaboration. Say elaboration. So we basically just got the official TV announcement on AEW Saturday Collision on TNT. Oh shit! Oh god! I deleted the email on accident. I got it. Okay, I got it. It's in my trash. So nothing really like that special about the announcement itself.
The rating in the trash. It's like the rating in the trash.
AEW announced 5 locations that will host its new Saturday night 10-pole series AEW Collision. They announced Saturday, June 24th, Scotiabank Arena. They're doing a special Thursday taping in Hamilton, Ontario. On June 29th, they're doing back-to-back nights there. They're doing Regina, Saskatchewan.
Regina.
Everybody flipped out about the way that he says Regina because that's how you say it. That's how you say it. It's Regina.
You know what? If you wasn't paying attention and you heard him say it, it sounded like he said vagina.
Oh yeah,
but I get it.
Anytime somebody says it,
though.
it sounds like it. They're also doing the Calgary Stampede in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, July 15th. That will be the finals of the Owen Hart tournament this year. And then July 22nd, the most magical place on earth, the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Heel Stevens celebrating, throwing a party. They're getting Collision on July 22nd.
Well, listen, if there's no UFC pay-per-view that day, I might
isn't. We already talked
about it. You never know. You just never know.
You're going to go in. If Punk's on the show, you're going anyways.
If there's Punk, there'll be Steve. Or even if no Punk, you know what? To say I attended my first Collision, I'll be there.
I think you should do it anyways. Yeah.
Stop taking my bit. Stop taking my bit.
Who knows? Maybe Tony can hook me up with a pass or free parking.
He ain't hooking you up with anything after all the cocaine jokes you've made over the years.
Tony's an investor, okay? I'm sure Tony
hates you. You've shat all over this show so far for that last hour. He does not like you right now.
He loves me. Trust me.
Tony hates you, Steve. Speaking of Collision, Steve,
he loves the gifts I send him. Great gifts.
Mike, did something go wrong in your game?
Yeah.
You didn't win, huh? That's me when I play FIFA sometimes, bro. Like, fuck, yo.
I'm sorry.
I lost by 2 points in the NBA Finals, going to a Game 7.
Pistons?
Yeah, Pistons, and going up against the shooter.
The shooter? Oh, okay.
John Moran. I would be playing some NHL right now, but my controller's dead, so I have to charge it.
I simulated. We won. We won the finals.
Oh, Romeo does not have high hopes for the show. Of course he doesn't. He doesn't have trust in anything AEW does.
Well, I think his initial opinion of the show was that it was too much, but they pretty much canceled everything. So basically, he only has to worry about 2 shows.
Yeah,
well,
like
3
Rampage
shows.
is literally becoming Sunday Night Heat. So
Yeah.
like you don't
Number
even
twos.
and they canceled both Dark and Dark Elevation. So I think that they're okay. They have so many like there's so many people that AEW has. I think that they're going to be perfectly fine. They also do have a lot of people in that booking room. But speaking of AEW Collision, Steve,
It's like I said earlier in the stream, I give this kid way too many opportunities. Sometimes I ask myself why.
do you have it loaded?
Yes, I do. Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Can I make
You
the
know,
announcement?
well, let me get to this first. Let me hype this up a little bit here. Give this kid way too many chances, opportunities. Not even my own child. But this kid gets all these opportunities and shit from Uncle Steve here. So yeah, Caden, let the fine ladies and gentlemen here that are watching us live on the Around the Point Network know what's going on.
So, with the announcement of AEW Collision, they're hyping this show up. It's going to be a 2-hour live show every week, akin to Dynamite. Suppose that's what they're saying. So I said, you know what, Steve? I think we got to do something. I think we got to do a show. So we are officially announcing. It was announced earlier in the day, but here on the Around the Point Network on YouTube, every Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, will be Collision and Coffee. It's going to be a morning show. It's a little early in the morning on a Sunday, but it's something a little different for us. We don't typically do anything that early in the day. We typically do our evening shows, but I thought this was something a little different. It can be a little fun. I will have coffee every single week. It's not going to probably be like the hosting one, like besides me being there every week, the hosting will not be consistent because it is a Sunday morning. People will be out Saturday nights. We're going to probably have some streams on Saturday nights with WWE pay-per-views. We'll be up a little later, but I'm very excited about this show, Collision and Coffee, every Sunday morning to review AEW Collision on TNT.
I want to take this time to thank Chase Oliver for making this beautiful logo for the show. It's fucking amazing. It makes me want to go get coffee now. I'm not gonna lie. It makes me want to literally, after the stream is over, go to Starbucks, place an order, wait in line, wait for my name to be called, and take my coffee. And hopefully, if 9 times out of 10, they might fuck it up, but fuck it. It wouldn't be a coffee shop without it, right? But look at that
Right.
beautiful logo. It begins on June 18th, 2023 at 10 a.m. Eastern time on a Sunday. So yeah, man, we'll be going live almost every day on this platform here. So
Yeah, and like I had tweeted out, I had tweeted out my schedule a few days ago on Twitter with a few things saying stay tuned. So that is one of the dates. Sunday, that is the show. And then there's a few other stay tuned, at least for me on my end.
Coffee and Collision. What happened to Tony's fucking sheet? Established in 2023. Steve's Beans. Who knows? Maybe you get some Steve's.
Steve's Beans will for sure make an appearance.
Well, I don't know. I'm one of those who sometimes tend to go out on Saturday, so
we'll see. Yeah, you go out and do DoorDash?
No, I'll go out. You'd be surprised, brother.
I'm messing with you. Yeah, it'll be a fun show. A lot of announcements. But next up, Falls Count Anywhere matches. The Ocho Chris Jericho took on Roderick Strong.
Match of the night for sure.
Adam Cole and the Jericho Appreciation Society banned from the building. I guess this means that Sammy Guevara, in between the match and the save that he made later in the night, had to go outside in his underwear. These two guys had a very all Japan match. Jeez, These guys had a very All Japan match to start out, and then it went
All
very like
all
WWE.
All Japan. We're like DDT.
The first like
or-
5 minutes was very
Oh,
All
yeah,
Japan.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
they
yeah,
beat the hell out of each other, especially Roddy. Roddy destroyed Jericho in the ring, and then they finally get out. They go up the stairs of the Moody Center. They make their way up to the Dell Technology. I think it's either the Dell Club or Dell Plaza, something like that. That's up there,
Boom, boom, boom,
and they
boom.
beat them up over there. They go out and they slams them onto one of the bars where you can get some drinks. He throws Roderick Strong throws ice cream on him with Matty Winkowski. Love Matty Winkowski working the ice cream stand, Mr. Softy. They go, I think it was right before they threw the ice cream on them. They go in like a stairwell and throws Jericho over a railing onto like some like a landing that was like lifted off the ground. I was like, oh, Jericho going to die here. Luckily, nobody got injured there. Thank God. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little worried. And then they finally, they go outside the arena, and then we get an amazing shot that I wish I had right now because SP3 had it saved of Jericho with his face covered in ice cream and Adam Cole peering over his shoulder. Roddy Strong lures him out. Adam Cole lowers the boom onto Chris Jericho. He was banned from the building, not from outside the building. So he got him out there. Yeah, lowered the boom. And then Roddy hit a running knee, got the pin on a patch of grass. 1, 2, 3, Roderick Strong beat Chris Jericho. Chase saying the arena it's a brand new arena, opened I think 2 years ago now. Very pretty. And then the college kids who didn't know what was going on outside. Yeah, I mean it's literally it's right next to the other arenas at UT, like where like the football stadium is it's right next to it. So there are a bunch of college kids just like walking around over there, and they were all probably very confused.
I would too. I would too. I will say, again, it was the match of the night. You forget how, what's the proper word? How crazy Roddy can get on offense. You forget how good he is throwing those chops. You forget. Jericho's chest was like almost bleeding red at one point in this match, But again, Roddy wrestling Jericho in his first. This wasn't his first. This was his first official singles match, right?
First
Official,
singles match on AEW.
in
He had the
AEW,
tag match 2 weeks ago.
getting a win over a former for the first ever AEW world champion. This was good. This was good. It also sets up again. I'm sure it's not official yet, right? But it might be official probably next week, likely. Jericho and Adam Cole.
Probably will be official for the pay-per-view. Although I will say there's a lot of matches that are that we think are for the pay-per-view. Don't be surprised if those are pushed to Collision.
Well, we shall see.
The debut episodes of Collision. I think that a lot of matches that we think we're getting, and we'll talk about one a little later, I think those are all going to be pushed to the debut. Of course, Steve had to highlight that comment. I was gonna avoid that one.
Thank you, Chase. You see, look at this. Roddy would actually be a good TNT champion. I have to agree with that as well.
Yep.
Even though I do think once this is said and done, he'll probably head over to Ring of Honor. But that's
fine. That's what Roddy should be.
Yes.
I've said that since he came in. Roddy is not a top guy. He's a mid-card guy who's going to help out. And he's going to always put on a great match. And this was a great match.
Yes.
Mike, how'd you feel about this?
I liked the match a lot. It was my match of the night as well. Scary moment when they were fighting in the stairwell and they jumped on that what do you call that platform? I guess the heating vent. It was like a heating vent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, dude, the one misstep, and it's
that was
over.
where I was. That's what I was saying when I was like, "Oh, Jericho's gonna die here."
Yeah, I was tripping on the watch along last night. But yeah, really good. One of my favorite wrestlers showed up at the end to make it all make sense with Roddy, Lauren, Jericho outside. Adam Cole made an appearance, sealed the victory for Roddy. I don't know if Roddy bust his eardrum or if it was just like cut because he threw Jericho threw forks at his ear. I don't know which one, but that was kind of crazy too. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the match.
Yeah, also Aubrey Edwards got the nastiest like cut of everybody. When she did that count on the grass cut her really hard. So
Oh,
she posted
boo-hoo.
on like on Twitter, like her arm was jacked up. And then because she reffed the match during Rampage, so she came out with like all bandaged up. I was like, damn, she got cut real bad. Mike, that's mean. You're so mean. Next up, they rushed into this one exactly 10 minutes as Jungle Boy Jack Perry defeated Roosh with Jose the assistant and Preston Vance. Darby Allin gets a tag match. Sammy Guevara gets a squash. What does Jack Perry get? He gets to face Roosh for some reason. Roosh beat the hell out of Jack for the whole 10
How the
minutes.
match started was just like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like,
Yeah.
let him get to Vegas.
Yeah. Roosh tried to kill this guy. Like
I'm pretty sure
Roosh tried to break his neck at one point with that overhead belly to belly onto the floor, where I yelled. I had never yelled like that seeing a spot in my life. I thought Jack was dead. I thought he broke his neck on that. Insane. But like I thought the match was good. In a vacuum, I thought the match was good. A lot of issues with the booking, like you're trying to heat up Jack, and then he got like absolutely killed and then won by cheating. Even that I don't even mind, like him squeaking out with the victory. Like if you did this in like March, I think it would have made more sense. Like squeaking out, rolling up the tights is a little weird unless you're going with a heel turn, which I think they could be going with. But winning with a roll up is fine. It just doesn't make sense.
I guess the idea is he got his ass literally kicked throughout the entire match, right? So he had to get a win one way or another to survive. But other than that, for me, again, can we get this guy to Vegas? Can he get there in one piece without, being hurt or injured or shit like that? For a second there, it was like, yo, so who is really going to Vegas? Is it this guy, Jungle Boy? Or is it Roosh? Like, to me, it should have been Roosh the way this was going, but yeah, Jungle Boy got his win. Like, as expected. Just sucks that it had to be Roosh to get the pin. Because Roosh is talented. Roosh deserves better. I said what I said. Big Mike.
Yeah, I thought the match was good. Out of the three showcase matches, this was the better one because obviously one was a squash and one was random. But later throughout the night, you just saw what they were doing, which, like I said earlier, Tony Khan's heart was in the right place. But yeah, Roosh was ultimately killing Jungle Jack, and he got blood. It's to the point where his blood started happening. Yeah. Also, pray for Anna Jay. She has to kiss a vomit-filled mouth every time he gets queasy. Oh my god, I get so nervous. But no. But nonetheless, it was a good match. It shows you that Jungle Boy has the most heart out of all of these guys. It just shows their personalities, I guess. That's one takeaway I got from all three of those showcase matches.
Yeah. I know, like, some people are a little... Like, I'm more... rather than, like, the booking of Jack winning, I'm more confused on why Jack got Roosh while everybody else kind of got, like, low-key an easy match. That's my biggest confusion. But, like I said, like, I thought it was a good match. I know Chase wants me to say that I thought the match humped, and I did. I thought it was a humper.
What?
Humped.
You still haven't told us. What does that mean?
It was a thing that Denise Salcedo did it where she would post like
happy birthday, by the way. Happy birthday,
Denise
happy
Salcedo.
birthday, happy born day.
And
also happy birthday
and
SP3.
And SP3.
Yeah, happy born day to both of you.
It was a Denise Salcedo joke that she started, and then people kind of like ran with it. So,
okay.
Thanks, Steve. So yeah, I thought it was confusing. about why they did this now. This should have been done in March. But Jack got cheered. I was a little worried about that. But yeah. Renee backstage with AEW World Champion. Oh, yeah. Forgot what happened in the post-match. Afterwards, Jack gets beaten up by the LFI. Darby makes the save. And then to even up the odds, it's Sammy Guevara coming out of the face tunnel this time. So Sammy is officially a face going into the match. Dope.
Yeah.
Don't. I really...
Because
Just
of
give me
the
the match.
tunnel.
The story sucks. I've accepted that the story sucks. I just want to see the good match. I don't care.
Yeah. At this point, that's basically.
There's no point. There's a point of no return now. So just get through it.
I've been complaining about the story for a month now. I can't continue. I'm done. I'm done complaining
It's
about
like
it.
it's like what you expected, right? And this is in reality, this is what you're getting. Like,
Could have told a good story, but nope. Renee backstage with AEW World Champion MJF. Renee asked MJF how he was feeling about the upcoming match at Double or Nothing, and MJF just slapped the microphone out of her hands and stormed off. This was a good usage of MJF. This was good.
It was. And I want John to eventually smack up Maxwell. Eventually.
This is a good way to go back to the rematch between these two guys.
Yes.
With the heel Moxley.
Absolutely.
Like I said in the group chat earlier today, the ratings ain't doing so well. I think it's time to put the title back on John Moxley. It might be time to go back to Old Reliable.
My man.
To
never
be
did a
honest with
vacation.
you,
It's like a Brock Lesnar,
Really?
like Old Reliable.
if you to be honest with you, I think what we got at the end of the show is a little more important.
Hey, you want to do something that I wouldn't mind? Put it on Moxley. I don't know. Put it on at like Forbidden Door or like the Collision debut. Have Moxley hold it until like Wembley. Have Kenny Omega win the title and get another run.
Wouldn't mind that either.
Wouldn't mind either. Yeah.
I really prefer that. Kenny should get. I honestly think Kenny should get another run, and then, I mean, Will Ospreay's a free agent in 2024. Take the title off of him.
Hey, the bidding war is heating up.
Yeah, it is.
There's some good. I think there's a lot of good stories you can tell if you get this title off of MJF. You just got to get the title off of him, and then you can tell some good stories with that title. But you got to get this thing dropped off of that guy.
I agree with Romeo here, 100%. The next title drop.
I think if the ratings continue as the way they are, Max is going to drop that title soon.
I mean, you know why Romeo is saying that, you know.
I know why Romeo is saying that. He's made the prediction.
Good Lord.
The world is cold, better bundle up.
Renee Paquette backstage with Toni Storm of the Outcast. She has won 4 matches in the last 5 days. Who'd she beat? Was it Sky Blue? No, Sky Blue. She beat Sky Blue with House Rules. She beat Sky Blue at House Rules, I think it was who it was. She beat Billy Starks at House Rules in Corbin, Kentucky. She beat somebody on Rampage. Who was it, Mike? You were there.
Shoot. You put me on the spot. It was a really good match, too.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Doesn't matter. It's fine. And then she pinned Britt in the tag match tonight. So now it is going, we talked about this earlier. Confirmed. Main event match of the evening is Absolute Ricky Starks.
Allison Kay.
Yep, you're right.
I just want to say real quick, happy to see Ricky Stark back, but they're going to take a Double or Nothing.
What?
Happy to see, Ricky, happy to see Jay White get his match, right? Great match, but you know where this is going. Double or Nothing.
No, it's not.
You never know.
Absolute Ricky Starks taking on the Switchblade Jay White in the main event match with Juice Robinson. These two guys actually had a really good match here. And yeah, good back and forth, good mixture of Jay style with Ricky style, Juice getting involved at the end, bringing a chair in. Ricky stole the chair, and then with the referee trying to stop Rick, he said, screw that, and hit Jay White in the back with the chair. And we got a DQ in the main event of Dynamite. So I will say, Great American Bash 1989. Lex Luger versus Ricky Steamboat. Luger stayed the face, even though he won that match, or even though he caused a DQ to win. that is where that's what this story's kind of drawing from a little bit. But I mean, I liked this. I thought it made sense to do the DQ here, considering AEW doesn't do it a lot. I still don't love the DQ, but I thought that this was oh great, everybody's gone. I thought this was a good use of the disqualification, especially considering it's not the real main event, or like considering it's not like ending the show. They're doing one more thing after this. Mike, how'd you feel about the match?
We are on what match again? I'm sorry, I had to do something.
The main event.
The main event. Yes, I thought the main event was good. It almost the longer it went on, the more I was like, man. I was like, this might be my match of the night, but it still was
False count.
Yeah, it was still a false count. But man, it would have been great if I would have saw Jay White in person in Detroit. But they gave it to you. That's fine. I'm okay with that. You know, it's
Country.
okay.
You gotta do it in Austin.
Yeah, I guess so. It's okay. You know, I'll deal with it. But yeah, good match. I like the finish, sort of, kind of, because nobody got pinned. It does make Ricky Starks look a little stupid, but hey, I know what he did. I understand it. I'm not gonna crucify it because it's gonna progress, and hopefully it progresses in the right way.
I think that this was something that they needed for the feud to continue with steam going into June, because the feud was running out of steam and it needed something. I have to watch my words. They needed something good for the feud to continue it. And I thought that pinning one of these guys here, and me and Romeo talked about this, I was okay if you wanted to pin Ricky. I thought it would have been okay. But doing the DQ here to continue the feud, which is not something AEW normally does. They've only done it like one or two. Like, they did it recently in the Four Pillar match. Besides that, like, when was the last time they did it? I thought that it was a good usage to protect everybody and to add a little bit of something different into the feud. And it felt very, like, to me, the finish felt very New Japan-y, especially in a Jay White match, and like Jay White New Japan match, bringing the chair in, getting outside interference. This felt like a Jay White match, whereas I complained about Commander's match that it didn't feel like that. This felt like that. So I thought this was a really good segment overall for everybody. Really good main event match. And yeah, good usage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Steve liked it as well.
Yeah, he said he liked it.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Our actual final segment on this show was Tony Schiavone interviewing Don Callis about his attack last week on Kenny Omega. I did not hear a single thing that this man said in that venue, so I'm going to have to read what they said that he said, because I don't know. He said, everybody wants to hear why I did what I did to Kenny Omega, but instead I'm going to talk about what Kenny Omega did to me. There's only one victim in this scenario, and it's not Kenny, it's me. Without me, there is no Kenny Omega. Kenny's music then hit, interrupting Don Callis. He tried to go through the security before being swarmed by the Blackpool Combat Club. Once again, BCC swarming members of the Elite. Mox drilled Omega with a paradigm shift onto the ramp. Moxley said, "This war is already over, Kenny. You and your little friends can't touch us. You never could. This is your final warning, Kenny. Stay down. We are the Elite." Then the Young Bucks came out and help and back up their guy. They bring in like trash cans full of weapons, and then the return of the Cowboy, Hangman Adam Page. He's been gone for weeks, and he's standing right there next to Kenny. Yeah, you got the ball. The eye patch looked awesome. The eye patch looked so good.
I kind of laughed a little bit because I forgot that he got stabbed in the eye, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, all right."
I saw him with the eye patch at the house because he was at House Rules against Big Bill. So I saw him with the eye patch there, so I kind of knew. And then Hangman got a huge pop. And then he hands him the weapon. Kenny hands him the broom with the barbed wire. This was awesome. The crowd popped heavy for this segment. The Elite brawling with the BCC. They take out Wheeler Yuta specifically before the BCC kind of cowers and pulls him back. And Hangman Page says, "We are the heart and soul of this place. We are the Elite. So run and hide while you still can, because at Double or Nothing, it's the Elite against the Blackpool Combat Club and Anarchy in the Arena." Anarchy in the Arena officially confirmed between these 8 men. Double or Nothing, Las Vegas. This is going to sell the tickets. This matchup is anybody who was worried about any ticket sales. If people are like teetering on going or not, who have the potential to go, this is going to get some butts and seats.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought this was, again, segment of the night. AEW knows how to do their Hangman returns. You know, he gets great reactions every single time. Them reforming the Elite as a four tandem, great stuff. Little nitpickish. I'll give it to you, Romeo. Yes, yeah, I'll give it to you. But a little nitpickish when Matt was, he was like, say it, tell them what we are, say it. And I was like, dude, relax.
No.
Back together.
I actually kind of like that. I know you don't watch Being the Elite, but I kind of
Not
like
anymore.
that little, it's a little like added thing because of, if you go look at 2021, and also this mirrored a lot of different things. This mirrored their segment a few weeks ago when Hangman came out to help them. There was another one that it mirrored, but I don't remember what shot it was specifically. But there's a lot of mirroring of this segment. Oh, I think it was Revolution. I guess it mirrored the Revolution, the end of the tag match in 2020. This specifically with Matt was the one who gave the head nod at Full Gear 2021 when Hangman hit the buckshot. And then over the last 4 to 6 weeks on Being the Elite, Kenny has been like saying, like, Kenny's had an issue with Matt. Like they've kind of been at odds a little bit because because Matt was the one who was advocating mainly for Hangman to rejoin them. And so it fits in terms of if you're an Elite fan who's followed the Elite story, that was a little nugget for those people who have been following on Being the Elite, that Matt was the one who said, say it. You're back in the Elite. You're the one who needs to say it. Because Matt's the one who kicked him out, if I remember correctly. Matt was the main buck who kicked him out. It wasn't Nick. Matt took charge. So it was kind of like a full circle. So yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure they'll highlight that on the next video. Being Elite, but
it's a really nice story beat.
Yeah. I just don't watch it anymore. I haven't watched it since they announced AEW was becoming a company. So
I've always said Being the Elite, like the best thing about Being the Elite is they add so many layers to any story going on with the Elite specifically. So like right now, they've been adding a lot of layers that are never going to make it on TV. But man, if you're watching, you're getting some extra, like you're getting rewarded by it. It doesn't take away anything because the story is still great on television. But this segment was fantastic. I think it's one of the best segments ever on AEW, especially with this is a story that started when AEW began. Like one of the first stories that they told was the split of the Elite, Kenny versus Hangman. This is their big story. This is their best story of all time, was Hangman Kenny. Besides, like, some people might argue MJF and Punk, but in terms of like establishing this long-term storytelling that they do. So I thought that this really brought things together. It was really what made this show a great show. It took it from being like especially with the first hour might have been a little weak. The second hour was so strong that it was still a good show. And then you end with this like monumental moment and this one fantastic segment. It took it to a great show for me. The more I think about it, the more I like it. The more I think about this ending. It's so good. That was AEW Dynamite from Austin, Texas, the Moody Center. We've all kind of like throughout, as we've been talking, given our overall thoughts on the show. Mike, what do you rate this show? A letter grade. What are you going to give on a letter grade?
I'm gonna stay consistent. I'm gonna keep that energy going. On Elite Heat, I gave it a thumbs in the middle, which would be like a 7 out of 10, which equals to a C+. You know, if them first 40 minutes, man, that kind of sealed the deal for a lot of my rating. And then once, like I said, once that women's match happened, and then the rest of the show happened, that brought it back. If it was from that women's match on, this whole show, it would have been an A minus. But that part was an A minus, so it evened out. That first 40 minutes was a D plus. The last, I want to say 50-ish minutes was an A minus, C plus for me. Decent show.
I give the last, basically from like 8:45, I give that an A. I give everything else like a C minus. So I'll meet it in the middle. I'll give it a B minus.
I can respect that.
The best like kind of middle place for me to meet there. I gave it originally when we were in the comments on AEW Ramble. I had given it a 7 out of 10. I moved it up to a 7.5 out of 10. The more I kind of thought about the show and rethought a lot of things, especially like how good I thought the second half was. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10, B minus, about right for me. Hangman doesn't owe these three jackasses anything for how they treated him. The common enemies bring them back together. I mean, Hangman screwed them over. If you remember when they kicked him out, he screwed them over. Always remember Hangman did more without the Elite than he ever did with them. It's good to see them back. That's all I'll say. Frantic World saying BTE has been so funny. Walter saying not going to draw with the ladies since Chase said Kenny doesn't draw the hose. This segment was actually, it was up from the segment before on the ratings in the quarter hours. If I remember correctly, I think it did higher than the segment prior.
Yeah.
Are we waiting for Steve to get back? I don't have control.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna have his hands full for a little bit. So I think we need to end it unless you want to answer or look at a few more comments, and then we can say our goodbyes and close the show down.
What was the woman demo? I can give me a minute, and I'll check that. I should.
Still got to do something afterwards.
I don't think I don't have the full ratings breakdown for some reason, which is a little odd. No, here it is. I have it. The female 18 to 49 was a 111. And then the male was a 260. So actually pretty good. It was, 0%. So it's exactly what they've been doing. The male demo, actually, the male 18 to 49 is actually what dropped. It dropped 2%. And the female 18 to 49 stayed steady at 0% change. So the hoes are not moving for Kenny, and like they're staying. Nobody's coming, nobody's going.
Yeah.
Well, since Steve's not here, we'll go ahead and close it out.
I think it's time to put a bow on this.
I think it's time. Anywho, I think it's time to put a bow on this. Big Mike, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Detroit Gamer 313. Also here every single day on the Around the Point Network. Yeah.
And you guys can find me at Caden, KADEN _FTW here on the Around the Point Network all the time. We have a new episode of All Honor dropping tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, every Friday. And then my 12-hour stream will be on Saturday. Stay tuned to the socials for the official time. I'll probably talk about that tomorrow on Around the Point for elaboration.
Yes. Anything else you want to... Okay. I'm going to say anything else you want.
Got it. Okay. Steve also has a message for people who can find him.
You guys can find me on Twitter at HeelSteven.
All right. Cool. That has been it. That has been where did he delete it?
I don't know, just end the stream.
No, I don't want to end. I want to end it properly.
Pull the chase, just hit end.
Yeah. I think he deleted it. I'm trying to
Must have
find the
deleted it.
thumbnail. What type of goof? Why would you do that?
Did he accidentally delete the thumb?
I think he did. Well, there's only one thing to play, and I'm gonna look one more time because I might be overlooking it. Oh no, he deleted the thumb. Oh my goodness. But that has been something about Dynamite. Everybody, we will see you next time or tomorrow for ATP, which is let me put this up. We're gonna be
Maybe we'll be doing
talking
some
about
TP gaming tomorrow. Who knows?
yeah, and possibly that as well. So see you guys later, and yeah.
Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.